mic setup, and I'm really very late. But perhaps that's a good thing to bring to a chill stream, because I mean, it sure does make me chill out. Take my time up in here. In any case, I hope that this excellent mashup isn't too horribly copyrighted. Hello to you, Magdala. You ready to hear my music taste? And hello, after quite a long week, my goodness. Nothing happened this week, right? I mean, I heard you were going off to college. I mean, hey, I hope that it becomes easier to handle. There's Magdala saying you couldn't get rid of me, could you now? Indeed, I shall not. You know, okay, when an entire video is used in another video, the creator of the video gets a notification, gets an alert. It's happened to me, I don't know, once or twice, probably just the once. So, hello to Sinewave? Hello to Sinewave. This song took a minute to grow on me at first. But then it got stuck in my head for a week straight, and we're in that week, so here we go. There's like saying mayonnaise. What about a has to be the first commenter? Don't you understand? You're using your seniority. You're using your seniority to establish the rules, are you? Let's crank this. Let's welcome to the Space Jam. Buddy, who's the slam? We got a real thing going down, kind of thing. Hello to some Dad Junior. I truly do actually want to blast this a little bit. Little bit. Is this the amount of blasting that I'm doing? A little bit more in my ear? Welcome to the Space Jam. There's Magdala running on 14 hours of sleep. Oh, from the start of the week, because I was about to say that sounds like it would feel really good until I read the rest of the sentence. Yours, say the first. 1 minute, 11 seconds was your time. Oh, my. Let's see a little smiley face. And a little top hat. Is this a... I left the frog in here, huh? And who goes here? Chairs, oh my. And it is... Hello to Lotus. How are you doing? I'm having a peculiar sort of, oh my, do the people have a connection issues? And there's Magdala. Nice. Okay, so I think that I can finish some drawings up in here that have been started. Turn it up. Okay. And what else are we doing? Another layer. I can only freak it so hard. Even if the song prompts me to. Alright, what sort of details am I gonna put onto this? It's going decently so far, I wanna say. Okay, and so you're doing well. And okay, wait, things are great. Oh, okay, what's going great? I'm like, you guys have seen me here for like over a year or something, but I'm figuring out how to jam slam. No, I'm figuring out how to follow up with people to be friends and buddies. Oh my gosh. And that's what you say, when will be the return of the daily meme? Oh my. Yeah, I mean, we could assign one meme to each person. That'd be pretty funny. That'd be pretty darn funny. Get 7 people in here who, I don't know, are known to post to the Discord sometime. 7 people. Are we gonna hear like, get yourself a meme? Alright, what else can we put here? Let's put a little bit more of this. God, I love this song. Oh my gosh. But then if I'm not in the mood for this song, then it's super grating if I'm not in the mood for it. But then if it's on the same wavelength as my brainwaves, then it's transcendent. There's. Assign me a meme now. How about Monday? Oh, am I disconnecting? Did I resize my things? How about Monday? Because I'm thinking to myself, we're on the 2 regularized streams a week kind of a thing. I gotta move the other one to Monday, I think. I think that's what's gonna work out for me. We're Monday, Friday again. Wednesday was fine to try, but God, it's really jamming and slamming in there. Wow, that was really jamming and slamming in there. Alright, what the hell else was I? Did I want Disco Elysium Whirling in Rags Ambient 1 hour? I mean, it's very beautiful. It is very beautiful if I do so. Hello to you, Aisha Love. And there's Lotus saying the Daily Muse. It's a reminder of an era long past, my friend. That's a great way to answer things, honestly. An era long past. Alright, let's get this a little bit down. Because it seems louder than the last one, but I don't know, I can't tell how much of anything shows up. There's Magdala saying, I have some issues like homework at school and education and academy. Whoa, dare you say? Your training, your erudition, all of it is an issue? Well, did you enroll in very many of the classes? This was happening to me at first also, and then I got kicked out of my ethics class. That was funny. It sounds like something scandalous happened, but I don't know, I think I mentioned this last time. It's funny to me though, okay, there's Lotus saying the last 2 days have been great. If I may ask, since it was an ongoing story, how did it go with the whole, I don't know, awkward with the prom text kind of thing? Is that something that's going great, or is something else going great? Silk Song, I would expect, could go great, yeah. And there's Aisha Love saying hello. I can't hear anything because I'm in a loud ass club waiting for my regular ride to wake up. You're okay, let's write something then. Like, hi? Aisha. What club? What dare we say? Club, dare we say? I went to hanging out with a friend, and maybe I will even hang out with other friends tomorrow, and I will make all of the friends in my city. This will be cool. I am so sorry in general that I opened up the application Bumble BFF and then I couldn't communicate very consistently with people, and I think I offended everybody that I couldn't communicate consistently with when I first started out on that thing. However, I tried to establish a regular sort of saying hi sort of thing for, I don't know, the next peoples that were in there. A nightclub. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna draw a little party hat about that. And here's a little party face. And then there's okay, Lotus has given us the Lourdes. So last Friday when I asked her to dance with me and the time comes that she said yes, the awkward stalemate continued until Wednesday when I finally messaged her asking the simple question, what kind of music do you like? There you go. It's very casual and stuff. Well, it could have okay, well, if it went well from there, then that's already a good sign, because you could have run into a person who doesn't like music. That kind of person exists, you know? The buddy I met on Wednesday was completely neutral to music, which is not quite the same as disliking music, but I don't know, there's a variety of people. Alright, so there's Magdala saying I can drink one for that. One water, you can drink water. There's I should love saying anything more specific, and I'm doxing myself, so I assume you thought I was in a school club or something. Yes. Yeah. Okay, wait, how do I communicate that I thought it was school? Probably just yes. Cause that's the that's the most. Okay, there's Lotus saying this led to a several-hour discussion. Then yesterday and today, she said it's just freaking great. Oh my gosh, Lotus with the Lotus. Okay. That's fun. That's fun times. That's fun stuff. There's like saying, Charlie, you don't offend anyone. They love you, except me. I'm very offended by your existence. Okay. Well, if you could just absorb all the offense, then if you absorb all of it that can be directed towards me, then I would go through this life only encountering friends that I cannot offend. I don't know, that's what I hope. Yes, I just love it all balances out because I'm offended by your existence. Warfare. There's Lotus saying she's also a cat person, a similar music taste, she has a similar style of talking in common, and importantly, she's a gamer. That's perfect. Oh my gosh. There's I should have said I bet Magdala or someone's offended by me. And there's Magdala saying draw hell. That describes school pretty much. And then there, if you draw prison or a hospital, it's accurate to what many schools once were for some reason. Just all that kind of inventory around there. And also yes, I assigned you the Monday meme. Okay, does anyone else wanna band together in a chain of 7 people? Do we have 7 people who are active? Let's do that. Like that. There's Magdala saying, I'm mac and cheese, everyone loves that, right? That's part of the reason that I was late. I was having mac and cheese breakfast, and I just kind of took my time, just kind of enjoyed it. Okay, here's the days of the week. And it goes like this: a Monday and a Tuesday. Yep. That's all of the days of the week. There's I should have saying, Lotus, you offend me because I don't know who you are, and you're over here in my face just by existing. The lore drop. Reveal your true identity. It's Leviathan. There's like he's saying, but Jaro, I'm offended. Yet I'm here. That's how you know I'm a good parasocial friend. That's how you know. You start believing that I'm a parasocial best friend. I'm just here because I don't know how to get out. Oh, okay. We get a little Wednesday on here. Gosh, okay. That one person, Alfie, chiming in that other stream, being like, "Yeah, we're trapped in here. Get me out." Alright, hit me with a 1-2 punch of comedy, why don't you? We get a Thursday, and then a Friday, that's today, and then a Saturday, maybe even a Sunday. Yes. Wow, I really ran out of space there, but now YouTube users, would you like to post a daily meme that's to post your meme? Read the fine print, and by the fine print, pick a day to post meme. And there's Magdala saying, put the I know what you are furry stickers here. Oh my. There's Lotus saying, I now Leviathan, but that ain't mean I'm a different person. Is the Saturday the fanciest one? There's Lotus saying, I don't want to get out while I can exit as I please. See, ain't that beautiful? And I accidentally clicked into my own setup. Maybe I want to zoom this in a little bit or something. I don't know. Da, 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 da. What? What? Wait, you found a bonus day? The N in Sunday? Is that double Sunday? What is that? Absolutely beautiful. Can I click out of some things? Okay. Because something got highlighted. There's I shall have sang together with the three genders. Someone write yes in Klingonian here. Oh, Klingonian, Klingon, Klingonese. Okay, what do we, I like the script of it. I think I have a dictionary for it. My dear girlfriend gifted me, it might be the entire language of Klingon. Yes, in Klingon? Okay. Is something like Ishla. Something like that. But then, do I know the alphabet of it? Let's try that out. I love how many resources are here. Ooh. Okay, that's getting pretty good. What? Hello to Pac-Man? Yeah, waka waka motherfuckers. What's well, hello? Oh, Aishalov, are you? I can't tell if that's actual Klingon. I wish I could tell. There's hello nightmares of ghosts. I feel like I'm in grave immediate danger. Namco will sue you for identity appropriation. Hey, the nightmare of employment. Is it Monday here? Is it Monday here? You know, this is so pixelated. It could be a quilt, I want to say. You could quilt this, maybe. You could quilt or cross-stitch this. Censor the E word. Employment. Okay. I'm genuinely... Okay. What brought the Klingon language onto your mind? What did that? Okay, I'm looking up the translations, because I've watched all of the 90s Star Trek series, naturally, and if I talk about it enthusiastically enough to someone I just met, there's a chance that person is gonna say, while lying, wow, that makes me want to watch all of those Star Trek series. No, it doesn't. If you have a work, a job, a school, a life, I know you're not going to relate to me in that manner, because there's hundreds and hundreds of hours of Star Trek series. They started making more. Once they started making more, I couldn't keep up with Star Trek series, except for Lower Decks, my beloved. That's a new one that I can totally keep up with every single time. Okay, let's we're gonna figure out. Yes. Are you figuring it out quicker than me, or is that a stick figure with no helmet? Now I know the Klingon Empire symbol. It's like that. There's Pac-Man flexing your job. Oh god, the Pac-Man situation is crazy. You're unemployed. I don't get offended by job because I don't have to do it. Ooh, does this mean you could maybe watch all of Star Trek? This is a nuts thing to say to someone. This is like saying to someone, would you go on a road trip with me? This is like saying to someone, what's your bank account details? Watch all of Star Trek. No. But it was in my head, so therefore I said it. There's someone get Penguin Zero on here. Some things are better left undiscussed. Low desk, watch me kill Mac and eat their ghost. Pac-Man! Pac-Man, you're so violent. That's canon, though. It is canon. Let's draw a hat on the friend. Yay! Woohoo! Yippee! Mac. That's what would happen if Pac-Man ate a Mac. You'd be a fan of God. Okay, wow, that's almost a tongue twister. Where was I with that? Almost a tongue twister. Okay, H and then like a L, and then, well, okay, let's draw the shorter one. The H sound in Klingon is like this. There's like a diamond, but it's like it's a full language as much as it can be. And then let's get the L sort of shape in here. Goodness, now this is a time where I wish that the only native speaker of Klingon, some poor child whose parents sort of played a prank on him, wish that kid were here. Correct my writing and all. Okay, let's do the shorter one for sure. The next symbol is like this. Cool stuff. Nice times. Kind of a pie. One is longer than the other. And then how do you communicate this sort of apostrophe? Well, let's get in here with this Oogie Boogie Man from Nightmare Before Christmas thing, looking in here like this. Now this should be a form of yes in Klingon. Now, what things have I missed from my focusing session? Ooh, Fanny Marzell has appeared. Wait a second, the Pac-Man connection? I'm discovering a Pac-Man connection. You're saying Star Trek is just a long, low-budget Star Wars ripoff? I thought that the Star Trek versus Star Wars rivalry couldn't get me because I watched a decent amount of both, but I felt myself start internal bleeding. I felt my guts start to twist as something's bleeding in there. Wow. And here I thought I was a Star Wars fan also because I have a Star Wars hat. No, but apparently what I'm saying right now is get my Star Trek's name out of your mouth. Whoa. Oh. There's talking about an albino cousin selling a soul. Catman, your soul and your ghost are different things, you know. There's asking how you say fuck. You know, good question. There's I should love saying, guys, what should I draw with my finger? Another finger. That's my choice. We really piled them on there. Okay, just two of them though. There's Magdella saying I get censored. There's no stylist. It's phone drawing time. You got censored when you said scoundrel. This is outrageous. Magdella, I can't believe this. This being called Curious George. If you haven't seen the Star Wars Christmas special 10 times, you're not a Star Wars fan. You're just a dirty poser. I love Grandpa Chewbacca. There is some canon content that I haven't seen. I don't think I've finished season 2 of... Okay, wait, is it canon? Season 2 of Star Wars, is it called... What's the one where they had a bunch of anime studios come in for that? Is that Legends? That's not Legends. Legends is the old books and stuff that got discontinued. But yeah, the first season of that was pretty cool. Cool to see. Cool to think about. But I didn't see the second season. I didn't see Acolyte, even though one of my favorite YouTubers is in it. I didn't see the second season of Andor, I guess because I was emotionally weird when that was coming out. That feels right. Something was happening to make me emotionally weird. I don't know, the past few months have been up and down. Wah! Ooh, the darkness. There's, oh, we can click on YouTube links this time. This time we can. The way he's saying they be careful, the link has a virus. Can Zelda heal him? But I can see that it's clearly a YouTube's, right? There's not even a warning, it is a YouTube's. This is gonna be every fine edition in General Grievous's collection. Oh, Well, we are playing some dubiously copyrighted music. Okay, like, look. Viewing this image is quite enough. Okay, I'm not gonna get I'm not going to get spooky emails in my inbox from literal Disney once again. It's been too long since they took down my middle season 3 episode of the Owl House. I'm just gonna enjoy this image. That's some good stuff. Oh my gosh. Okay, you're saying, does the green approach? Why did Danny Mata had to start the stream now? You gotta I don't know. You gotta head over there. Gotta high five. Head over and high five a fella. What's up? But check this out, yeah. Oh, gosh, that's another thing. Okay, I was starting to say check this out in a, the green does not approach kind of way. That's what I was about to say. However, there's, where you say this is cooler. I'm stumbling over every one of my thoughts. Whoa, Pippis. Pink Pony Club? I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club? And, okay, something's up in my head to make me a little bit less coherent. Okay, there's Lotus saying, my soul was tied to that page. I'm gonna die, chat. It's your sleepy time, isn't it? It is your sleepy time, isn't it? Mac and cheese approved. That's so beautiful. Mac and cheese approved. That's the most beautiful. Mac and cheese approved. Incredible. No. Okay, what else do I wanna do? I certainly want a fun sort of amount of detail here. It's been a while since I finished a drawing, I wanna say. There's Lotus saying, I'm gonna die, chat. I will not sleep, for I'm a chronic night owl. Oh dear. Oh my. I'm trying to sort out my thoughts. There's... Oh, Aisha Love had given us the update that the Wattpad story you were reading was only 8 short chapters and kind of sucked. I only continued because the author was like, you won't guess the plot twist, as if it's not a giant cliche. Okay, so the schizophrenia plot twist is a giant cliche, is what we're saying in here. I mean, for Wattpad specifically, is that what's up? Yeah. The not sleeping is tomorrow use problem. I seem to remember this slightly from some streams on Fridays here and there. Okay, and as I meet friends and art friends, and people who are in my town, it's kind of scary because I think I will do something worth abandoning me and stuff. And also I think I will forget people. But one fun thing that happens is, aside from asking someone's pronouns, you can also ask someone's nouns. I think that's important too. Nouns such as dude, bruh, man, girl, what's up? I don't know, all of these. And Lotus hitting us with it. Actually, yeah, I'm kind of sleepy, but chat. Okay, you gotta pass out. You gots to pass out. What do we click over here? What do we click actually? Okay, I'm looking for Zoe. Zoe K-pop Demon Hunters. This... You... Wait a damn second. The Star Wars Holiday Special is actually... It's actually on YouTube? I never knew. You're saying this link has a virus? Well, I guess you would know. Guess you would know. There's Magdala saying, I drew Lucifer, the short king, looking at Charlie surprised. Immediately. Hey, that is the way to draw, alright? Alright? It's the way to draw. Is it on the canvas? Is it this? There's a baby girl donkey who is done. Hello, donkey. It's very cute. It's extremely cute. The image of a donkey that makes me wish that I could see or perhaps pet a donkey. You're saying it must be down there. Hello! Of course, when you can't find a short person, check right down there. You're saying I cannot see my Lucy. Let's go like this. Some kind of a face. Some kind of a shining eyes kind of a thing. Because I think it's simply precious, simply wonderful to have a short king with us right here in this stream. Check that out. Oh, that's marvelous. You let me know if the drawing is too close to yours. I'm quite appreciating it. Alright, now, what art have I collected of K-pop demon hunters? What art have I collected? Wow, what time was that? No, that was a little bit past midnight and I didn't see it. Wow, okay, my girlfriend sending me absolutely unhinged posts that derail my train of thought. Oh my gosh, girl. What in the goddamn was that? Whoa, my entire face. So she's saying, that scene without context is wild. The scene with context is wild. There was people that approved it. They said, yeah, it's okay, let's air it. They had to script it, record it, edit it, the whole movie. Okay, well, if I'm afraid of copyright, then what I wants to do is, I don't know, play it on my phone. But dang, if I don't hit play right here, then it's not in my history. And I can't refresh my, I don't know, app to see it. Alright, well, let's see this. Is that Bill Murray?
I thought you might like this. One of those, it's a real, I don't know how to explain it.
We gotta pause the, you gotta pause the this going on.
You know what I mean? Happy Life Day.
It's a hairdresser thing and not the electric chair, right? It's a hairdresser thing and not the electric chair, right? How much of a scene is it? You're getting kind of amoebic? What? Okay, there's this drawing a hand. There's several sparkles in a kaleidoscope. There's boogie down with it. What is that boogieing down? I'm glad I interpreted that right. Okay. So Chewie is on incredible amounts of drugs. And it's...
My voice is for you alone. I am found in your eyes only. I exist for you
Are you
in your mind.
talking to the mites on your eyelashes?
Oh, yes. I can feel my creation.
You don't use a something.
I'm getting your message.
What are you... What are you directing me towards? I had some kind of a suspicion that the entire Star Wars Holiday Special was a little bit of a vibe, kind of like this one, but what What does this mean? What does this mean? Grandpa watching the hub? You killing me out here. And why was there a phase in like the 70s to 80s where everyone made up a little wig like that? That was, I don't know, that's funny to me to think about. Funny to me to think about. Let's go on these other soundtracks. The Night in the Woods. The Disco Elysium has been so lovely, so marvelous. Is this one louder? Get back on down. Do. Plot twist. Lucifer wasn't looking at Charlie, he was looking at my turkey. I wish to know. Heh, it's a turkey made out of a hand. It's a turkey made out of a hand. And it was all a dream as well. Oh my. Oh my stars. Alright, what I want to do is learn from Art of K-pop Demon Hunters. Let's do that. Sheesh. Wow, the last art that I saved, I've saved enough that I didn't know what it was gonna be, but the last art that I saved was Rumi and Mira like tragically making out while Genu gets stabbed or something, but the stabbing also seems like a little bit romantic. So I don't know where I was gonna go with that. That's super dramatic. I could write a little story based on that, something like that. K-pop demolishing these nuts. That's something I just read out loud with my eyes, with my eyeballs. All right. What do I want out of this art? I saved several poly tricks up in here. This is bonkers. Alright. You saying got him? Yeah, I would say so. You got him. Alright, so let's try out the various hairs. Do I want to do pure darkness for it? You meant actual nuts, mine out of the gutter. There's something saying real K-pop artists would never hunt demons. They'd be forced by their company to perform for them. Maybe the company would hire some demons to become artists. See, that's the flip side of the premise of K-pop demon hunters, though. Is it not? Is it not? The flip side is that there's a rival group that is made out of demons. Check that out. Alright, let's put together some hair. Little bit like this, and it's gonna look good, I think. Is the jagged edge not it, maybe? I don't know. When I started this last time, I was so very convinced that I could finish this with just a little bit more willpower, but here we are, talking for 38 minutes and not quite drawing. Maybe the demons were the friends we made along the way. Some people talk about friendship in general like that. It's true. Friendship in general. Okay, go like this and like this. And is that a good thing for hair? Maybe. None of this makes me really feel my artistic capabilities. How much tolerance did I want on this? This much? Yes, that is better. That is better. We're saved. There's like just saying, I haven't made any friend along the way, though. I reach out my hand. In the form of the friendship. I mean, that's the... I think that's the main reason that I'm okay, not to be dramatic, not to be sappy. That's probably the main reason I'm hanging on to these streams, as it gets I don't know, as it gets strange to figure out where to put them, you know, as I try to flesh out a schedule. I don't want to let go. I'm not ready to let go of all of this. I got no idea how it fits into my life. And in fact, something happened yesterday specifically that makes me think maybe I'm afraid of change and unpredictability. I mean, as I bring more people into my life, I'm trying to take care to treat others how I would want to be treated. I probably need a lot more journaling about that or something to stay conscious of it. But I don't know. Change is something that I guess I am thinking about slightly and shall think about more as the month goes on, because this is going to be the end of year 25 for me. It's gonna be a new year for me, basically. There's Magdala saying there are no demons. No worries indeed. No friends and no demons. No, that's a wordplay. In the form of a parasocial friendship. There you go. There's Magdala saying, change is what I don't have. I don't carry cash, sorry. Perfect, excellent. And okay, so here is eyeball happening. And go like this. And was this the color of the eyes? Eyes always make me want to do a little bit more detail, but I'm never sure quite how much I want to commit to it. Let's go like this. Who do we got? Drawing Rig. Hello to ya, Drawing Rig. It's as I said in the last magma kind of setup that I would indeed try to finish this drawing, but I don't know. I'm kind of scared now. I'm a little intimidated, but it's gonna go fine probably. There's Magdala saying, jokes aside, I also hate change. It feels like moving away from the familiar and safe location, right? And like I think I'm thinking of it lately because I mean, part of social anxiety is thinking up all of the ways that I think a relationship or social interaction could change, right? Sort of torturing yourself with the possibilities. That's part of social anxiety. But there's also, I think I try to behave with as much regularity as possible. I think I try to establish regularity, but knowing more people, and I'm realizing this, means that not everyone can work with my regularity because they got their own stuff going on. And then from my perspective, it feels like change because I didn't predict it, right? So I don't know, it's interesting to think about. There's Ziggy saying, I have chocolate with nuts here. My chocolate has nuts. There's nuts all inside the chocolate. I'm gonna eat these chocolate nuts. These nuts will be in hey, sometimes I wonder what it is you want me to read up in here. Magdala, I can't believe you're responsible for the normal messages right after chocolate nuts in your mouth. You're saying these ain't nuts, they are almonds? The hell is the difference? Is an almond a nut? You're shitting me. Shut up. It's a legume. An almond is a bean. You're eating bean chocolate. Chocolate is already bean chocolate. I don't know where I was going with that now. There's Magdala trying to change it. You fail miserably at it though. I think like the years 18, 19, 20 for me sort of slowing down at 21, but definitely 19. 19 out of all of them, I think I tried to change the most. Is that when I started my YouTube channel? God, that's kind of funny. There's somebody saying, what are we talking about? Oh, change. I haven't changed in over a decade. I feel like I haven't changed in 5 years. I didn't mean for it to end up that way, but it ends up that way. You're gonna legume to this? Hello to Greg Gregory. Something that message was nuts gets pummeled by a volley of tomato. Hey, you have to up the nut dosage. And hello to River saying, how was the Deltarune by Taupe by Fox? Hello, I must go to sleep. Bye, have fun. Wait, you're saying Okaroon or Deltarune? Is it because they both end with the same sound? Ooh. Is it a travesty to say Okaroon? I might actually have more positive feelings toward the cohesive artistry of that character. There's talk of a free salad with the tomatoes. Thoughts on Deltarune? Yes, thoughts on Deltarune, but you're going to sleep, so I guess I'll keep an eye on the chat so I can say goodbye exactly when you are leaving. Yeah, thoughts on Deltarune? Well, I wish I had gotten to beat the Mike boss. And I had the intentions of going back for Gerson also. That's in my intentions. You're pointing your finger. Thoughts on the Deltarune indeed. And there's very sweet moments. My emotional experience of it was in fact affected by streaming it. Gosh, this is funny to think about. It was funny to bring up in the one Deltarune stream where it turned into a whole conversation, but from an emotional perspective, I probably should have just watched someone else's playthrough of Deltarune. I don't play games very often, you can tell, and I'm really sensitive to doing things wrong and failing at things, but that's like part of the satisfaction of a game. But for me, it lessens and then therefore spaces out the amount of enjoyment that I can get from it. So like, although I think playing it by myself could have been less enjoyable than streaming it, and streaming it made it more enjoyable. I think the way I was supposed to experience Deltarune was through other people's playthroughs. There's Magdala saying, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not in that mindset, but I was seriously considering jumping off the edge of the flat world. Still think about it as a hypothetical, but not too much. What was I saying? Oh my, what was the previous message to that? Your previous message to that I thought was going to be connected, but I'm going to legume so hard. Okay, so there's the thoughts of the better than Deltarune. There's River with the okay bio. Okay, was I on that tangent for so long and you don't even see it? River, making me spill my guts out here. There's Magdala saying, oh yeah, it was because I felt like I couldn't change this stuff in my life and felt like I had no plans for the future. There's a bye to Rover. I'm in River. There's Greg Gregory saying, I don't think you can fail in Deltarune. The game is sort of built on having multiple choice. For an ordinary playthrough, yes, but in the context of changing the experience through streaming it, I'm thinking about whether I can fail to deliver an entertaining or satisfying type of stream. And like, we were just kind of hanging out, and that makes things like lower stakes, but that doesn't mean that thought was gone from my mind, And there's a River. Okay, so you were bi for real? You were bi for real right there? What you're saying, the choice of suck? Well, I just said I'm sensitive. Get over here so I can beat your ass. Okay, there's Magdella with the failing internet. Can I put a /J? Can I put a /J on my last thing that I sent to YouTube just a second? Can I put a /joking on it? I know I went into an entirely different voice for that one, but can I put a can I /J on that for real quick? But yeah, indeed, Magdala. Sometimes I used to tell myself when I felt like I couldn't change stuff in my life, important things about my life and my, I don't know, personality. I used to tell myself that I should try absolutely everything because I only get one life, you know? I should try absolutely anything, run away to another country, city, state, whatever, run away somewhere before, I don't know, before finalizing like that, you know? But, I don't know, my own encouragement is wasted on me sometimes because I mean, if somebody also doesn't have the energy to change, then it's hard to tell them to try anything. Well, that's one train of thought. Oh, and then you've just said /J not allowed. Denied? So I had to say, come over here and let me beat your ass /serious? I'm just kind of roped into this? Well, okay. That seems kind of consensual now. That seems like I'm just running a service of turning you into a pulp. A kind of a pulp. Now, Jaden-eyed, who is Jaden and what did they eye? Okay, perfect. There's Magdala saying, you can lead a man to a kangaroo. Sorry, rereading. You can lead a man to a lake on a date or something. Okay, what you saying? But you can't make the kangaroo drown him or whatever. Something along those lines. Yeah. Let's go with yeah. Alright, what else do I put on here? The accounting class that I'm taking has the best dude ever, actually. And by dude, I mean the professor who is teaching it. Alright, let's dismiss all of these notifications like this. I thought of that just now because the lock screen to my phone, and he gave this out for extra credit. The lock screen on my phone, he said, everyone, if you change the lock screen of your phone to the memorization of what credit and debit is, debit on the left, credit on the right, to increase an asset, debit it, the accounting professor said you get extra credit for that. And you know what the hell? That's fun. That's fun, dang it. How awesome, how lovely. So he's saying, let's schedule a match. 3 rounds, no safety wear, weapons allowed. Let's schedule a street scrap. Let's schedule kidnapped, attacked, or something. Oh my god. There's Magdala saying, how about nowheres at all? I'm sorry, I couldn't contain myself. Oh, and that was in response to no safety wear. Get on with your thirsty self. Get on with your thirsty self. I encourage you. I encourage you for the thirst. Wow, I saved so much. Very excellent K-pop Demon Hunters art. The concept art is in here. Ooh, I am, in fact, finding very good color inspiration for hair. You know what? This is a fine type of hair, but let's put something else in here. In hair, dare we say. There's no clothes allowed. That's really scary. We're gonna have to, I don't know, get the YouTube censorable bits surgically removable. Everybody, take off your nipples. Okay, so here's a copy of this. Can I move it? Can I do that? Cool. And what I'm gonna do right about now, the Funk Soul Brother, I'm going to erase all of this one so I can actually start to learn some hair coloring techniques. Gosh, I should make myself a workflow or something, a curriculum, a guidebook of what I want to bring to art, because sometimes, like this time, I've gone into it a little bit thoughtlessly. What we want is the maximum amount of thoughts. I have such a goddamn serious look on my face after saying that. Oh man, I erased it all in one stroke, and so when I messed it up at the last second, that was it. Okay, let's go like this. Cut that on out. And now let's start to learn a little bit about actual colors that can be cool. There's Magdella saying, if a mab, you can wear a singular sock on your you-know-where. If AFAB, some duct tape on you-know-where. This kind of reminds me... I was like seeing fashion and trying to be more fashionable and stuff, and because I don't know, I thought it was time to dress, I don't know, cuter or something. I have attempted to add a bodysuit to my wardrobe, something like that. And the thing about a bodysuit, I guess it's supposed to go with, like, I don't know, skirt or low pants. It gives you a cool hip cutout, like from character design of anime characters. What can I put it over here? In any case, I'm trying to be more fashionable. That's the silhouette. What's up? And I ordered that in one size too big though. I did not expect to do that. All the reviews said that it runs true to size or a little bit small, so I was like, if it's small, then I'll go large, cause I know what to do. I didn't know what to do. It doesn't fit now. It just kind of gaps out over there. I have new shirts, such as I don't know. You're gonna see new shirts eventually. But I wore one yesterday. I have what is this shirt from yesterday? I can bat signal. I can do that. You're saying I look like a classic Mortal Kombat character in that photo. See, this is why you have to allow the clothes in the cage match. Because I don't know how to fight, and all of it is going to be based off aura. I'm gonna be like, I look like Mortal Kombat character. Do something really fast to distract you. Woo! The fashion, it will be upon us. I got bright yellow pants as well. I was really excited for that. You know me and the color yellow. It's gonna happen. But I also got it a little bit too small. It's actually exactly the same size as me, except it doesn't stretch, and I want to eat food sometimes, so we're gonna send that all the way back through the mail. Then there's a singular pina colada. There's I'm just saying, you have plans with streaming. It's a personal match, private. I don't want the police involved. The police got enough on the hands, don't they? There's Magdella trying to set up something crazy. Oh my god, Magdella. You have too much alcohol in your blood? A singular pina colada? You joined a club in college? It was cool? Was it a fight? Which I didn't speak about. You're saying put them on the Discord. You're depriving us from the style, the fashion, the huh. I don't know. I might have a outfits collection, fashion collection, bunch of pictures at some point, but all of these show the cluttered damn bathroom, so you're gonna see that for 2 seconds naturally. The entire what am I? Sponsored by Febreze? You can't be showing any brands around here, not at all. Alright, what else do we want? I had gotten, well, this one's showing the entire messy room that I'm already in, so that should count also. You're talking about theater, you're becoming an actor? Okay, what did you do? Oh, wait, you joined a theater club. You joined because it's fun. I do sometimes wonder if I should take an improv class. Let's look at the back of my mind. I'm gonna be in, like, Witness Fashions. I don't know, it's just a shirt that's 2 blue colors, but many fashions will happen, and then I will thrive. This is the plan. Become very stylish. Yeehaw, woohoo. Oh good. You can become a tree or whatever in the theater. Do they? Wait, is there ever a point where they stop hiring you to be a tree? They shouldn't, right? I don't know. Maybe it's the professional level where they stop hiring you to be a tree. Alright, let's try a little bit more pastel on this. Taking cues, taking references from other people's art. Whose art am I referencing? Crystal Beastie on Tumblr, it would seem. All of my stuff is put together on the Tumblr. And there's 66. I don't even have a bathroom. Any bathroom looks like a dream for me. Like a dream come true. I've been holding it in for so long. You could let it all out one day at a public bathroom, because I know that bathrooms are really a pipe dream for so many hard-working American citizens. Alright, let's get a little bit of the hair up in here. How pointy do I want this hair to be? I believe that when I sat down to sketch this, I really thought I was going to go for maximum pointiness. And what else? What else is this? A little bit more of the hair. The Night in the Woods soundtrack music is good for sitting and drawing and quietly contemplating about life, honestly. I've often wondered what more I can bring to these streams. I think I'm gonna try to figure out how to meet a friend to draw at the library. I don't know what day that's gonna be. I have class on Tuesdays, but maybe since it's just one class, I can go out and be drawing also. There's okay, Magdala saying, I joined a few plays in my high school years. Met my place of birth's mayor a couple of times. A mayor involved in the arts, huh? That's pretty fun. There's... You're saying it was embarrassing? Oh, okay. It wasn't fun. It was embarrassing. There's... You're saying, I can make a tier list of your clothes. Why do you have so many clothes, by the way? Who has that many clothes? Yet you always use the same shirt in your streams. Well, I kind of want to sort through and... I don't know, sort out the amount of clothes I have. There's straight up one that I've had in a charity bag I've been meaning to give away, but I haven't like filled the bag yet. So so it's just kind of like stayed like that. There's tier list. Was it the tier list? There's Magdala. I am in fact. I'm still in the skull shirt for power, of course, because that's how I wanna be. Of course. Skull shirt, of course. You guessed it. I'm in the same one. It's true. And honestly, when the streams first started out, I did try to wear a different shirt each time. It's just not in my nature, though. It's not in my nature, though. Okay, what fun shapes could we add to the hair? A little bit of a bump like that. Yeah, that's fun. That does look fun. And I don't know, fun swooshes or something? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Sometimes I hum along with the musics because I'm not sure which of my thoughts I ought to say. There's Magdala saying that your theater things were very messed up. I had less than 6 pages of dialogue, for God's sake. Oh, well, what's a good amount of dialogue to have? Less than 6 pages. Some people have a career have a career off of that, I want to say. I keep getting YouTube shorts suggested to me of the guy who is playing Frank Abagnale in Chicago. I don't know what his name is, but he is a entertainer who also, vlogs his life. Oh, and then a fun thing that I came across just today was a K-pop idol who is apparently the only, and I only found this today, so I don't know if it's true. He's the only English-speaking part of his team, of his, company's media, side, sort of. And so he keeps posting, a lot of short videos where he goes to the convenience store and says, I live here because I'm broke, and we have no money, and I'm eating convenience store food, and, this amuses me greatly. Not the fact that he's broke per se. This idol is from a group called Ghost 9, and if you haven't heard of them, that's why he's broke, obviously. But I don't know. I love the editing style and humor of that fellow. I have the urge to drink it all in and have inspiration and make a little video once again. I don't know if I should keep going the same direction with the post-it note little videos. This one's not a self-portrait. That's the guy from Squid Game. I don't know if I should keep going in the same direction with the post-it note shorts. I intended to get to 100, but I don't know. I could get to 100 portraits maybe, but not 100 of the reading Tumblr posts out loud. I don't know. There's your friends had double your dialogue. Do you ever wash the skull shirt? Yeah. But it's like a loose shirt, so it doesn't touch my armpits, so I figure it's not full of stank. And I give it a check. I check if it's full of stank. You're saying never as natural must now? Excuse me! Never wash that? You would ruin the mood? Oh my gosh. I misread mood for a second there, and I thought you were calling the mods, but I don't know, you're fighting one. Can you confirm that? Excuse me! What? I wash it enough! I watched it. If I've worn something 2 days out of 4 days in 2 weeks, or 1 week total, then I'm washing stuff, of course. If it's a loose shirt like this, if it's a tighter shirt or one that holds on to smells more, then I'm going to wash it more frequently, of course. I didn't think I was going to explain my entire shit. Am I going to be judged now? God, what is this? I believe I discovered you through the post-it drawings. Oh, fun. That's lovely. Think about it. A stream without the cheese, that is You were just talking about Musk and also Stanks, and and as a child, my dad used to say my foot smelled like cheese, and this is all a terrible, horrible train of thought, I'll say. I thought that you were bringing up cheese for stank reasons. I had so many options. I had so many chances not to complete this sentence. Here we are. I can't imagine a stream without the without the cheesy one. We're being cheesed up now here. You're so new. I'm here since the Thomas the Train video. You are exaggerating. That funny little fellow Ronan the Shonen commented on a couple of my old videos now. That one including. You're so new to it. I don't know. It does feel like you're already a part of the team. Is this a demon about to be hunted or about to hunt you back? Like a bug? Like a little bug? Oh my, it's been a moment since I toured around the camp. Oh, wow! Wow! Look at its little booty cheek. Oh my. Oh my, we're being eaten. We're being munched upon. Can you believe this? Your style looks like it would lend itself excellently to a funny little animation. That's so wonderful. I'm always terribly envious in a good way of those sorts of styles that look like they ought to be animated immediately. Oh my, what a lot of funky little lemons. Me when acting. Oh, really putting the Mac in acting, huh? The youch. Whoa. There's Magdella saying I should have been leftist like 5 years earlier. Dang it. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine the mac and cheese that is homophobic? It's hard to imagine. My goodness. You're having a tumultuous life. I feel happy and lucky to have met you at this point then. Happy and lucky to have met you then. And then there's... Oh, I don't know, I'm trying to think back on things. I think I was homophobic for a second when I was 12, but okay, what year did Legend of Korra come out? Legend of Korra, was I also 12? When did it come out? Please. Yeah, okay then. I was actually okay, that's the entire range of the show. So I was 12 when it came out, and then 13 when I was reading Korrasami fanfiction bisexual style. So whatever homophobias I had in my head, I don't know, definitely turned into full-blown activism mindset by 15, but there was a weird little middle stage of being bisexual and also homophobic about it. There's not a big enough impact that my palm can stick to my forehead while saying that sentence. There's she's saying, I've never been homophobic. I have many gay friends. Oh my. This Magdella saying, guys, I'm from the Middle East. It's surprising that I even like the West, let alone the gay agenda. The West says hi back, I guess. That feels like the dumbest thing I could have said. Well, hi, I guess. Welcome to Gay Agenda. I hope there's a lot of, I don't know, lewd things like hand holding in your future. Oh my gosh. Okay, what else do I want from here? I think things do look better with some outlines. Look at me. I thought I was gonna be finishing drawings. Not something I'm known for. Not something I'm known for. I did it for Art Fight. That's about it. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Go like this. Go like that. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Yippee! Do some outlines. It's very strange. Most people, on the dating app that I tried out, love, not responding to conversations at some point. Many people love this. It's an extremely popular activity. But I followed somebody that I matched with in Chicago airport because there was like a layover there. Followed that person on Art Fight. So now next year when Art Fight comes around, even though there's like a traditional precedent in the social interactions we've had so far, a precedent for falling out of touch and stuff, like next year if Art Fight rolls around, I feel like I could just roll up and be like, hey. We agreed to be art buddies or something, and here I am, Friendly Style. This is me. I am Friendly Style. There's somebody saying, you're homophobic, but you're gay. There's Magdala saying, I hate myself. Am I homophobic? Oh god. This is the funniest way to work through it. There's Greg Gregory saying, were you crystal or fossil? I think this year I was fossil, I think. I try to get the same username every single place where I go, you know? Here, let's go to Art Fight. Am I not logged in on that browser? Alright, let's go to a different Art Fight. And where was I? I've had some, yeah, it was fossil. Just the amber aesthetic. It was too gorgeous. Yeah. Every year, okay, and by every year I mean the 2 years that I've taken place in so far. I was strangely fortunate enough to pick the team that ended up winning, so that is a fun little streak, a fun little statistics. There's somebody saying, Jaro, that's the line homophobics say. I'm not homophobic, I have many gay friends. I wasn't saying it truly, because I have no friends. So, okay, because you have no friends, then you're actually not homophobic. Because if you got friends, then you would be a hater. Is that the rational end of that sentence? No, I don't believe it. You can't. No, okay, I could believe it. Because you're so good at your hater game, you could be recreationally hating people. I hope with like Tsundere style, Heart of Gold, a second anime word. And then there's parasocial friends. I'm everyone's friend with ulterior motives. Ooh. Is it dental? That's an ulterior motive, I think. I remember this from somewhere. Cover your friend's dental insurance. Cover your friend's dental insurance. Let's do it. Okay, what are the ulterior motives suggested for conjoinment? I really do love the dynamic that conjoining everyone into a singular massive super being, just kind of bringing everyone's skills into your own. I do love the dynamic that brings to things. What else are we putting here? A little bit like this for hair, a little bit like this, and ba-da-ba-ba. Okay, go like that. No, okay, the funny little cut of hair it is not hilarious enough. Oh god, wow, right, I'm not drawing on different layers, so we're gonna wanna hit the back button with that. MacDonald wasn't here when the lore started, right? You could retcon things now, because someone wasn't here when the lore started. So if you wanted to ever retcon something, now is the time. If you want to ever adjust or add something in, you too can start carrying the lore together. There were more words I could have. There's Magdala saying, I have not answered because Celtic already enjoyed me very, very hard. This feels like warfare of your particular banter styles. What a treat. You can almost call us a single being. Magdala! Holy moly. You might think enjoyment so random, haha, funny, but the truth is, yeah, that's the truth. Quick, do something, fire back the truth cannot save us in a battle of wits. We gotta be faster than the fucking truth, my guy. Oh my god. Okay, what else goes on here? A little bit of outlines as I keep on putting this around, and okay, put all of this all together. This is what I'm looking at for bangs. Her bangs are actually a little bit shorter, but I don't know, hair grows. God, reading this chat, you dug yourself a hole with that one. Why are you sexualizing enjoyment? It's sacred, but yeah, good analogy. The punches can be rolled with. The conjoinment can be emboldened. Just like, what the hell is that? Both of you get a damn safe word for the banter. I'm so serious right now. I'm smart, but I'm 100% serious. You get a safe word if you need to tap out of your banter. I'm losing my mind. As you can see, I'm losing my mind. The mind is nowhere to be found. But you be good to each other. Be good to each other, even when you want to be bad to each other. My God. Okay, so what else is going on here? With this, a little bit of the outline is what I've put here. All right, and yeah, I think that's a cute and fun thing to do with the hair. What are you doing? Are you making science experiments? You're gonna scare me up in here. Science experiments up in the conjoinment. But now it's gone sexual. Somebody help. Alright, let's put a little bit of the eyes. What else can we do? Honestly, the squarish kind of shape for the eyes. Squarish kind of shape. Okay, it's really reminding me of the various My Little Pony sort of humanizations and all of that when I go a little bit too square with the eyes. But it's not so bad. It's not so bad to think about. It was with a gun, no science involved on that one. I suppose at the beginning stages of creating a gun, you might find a little bit of science in there. At the point where it's just a product, however, famously, not much of the scientific method remains, unless you, shoot enough people to get a sample size. Oh, God. Oh, the horrors, truly. Oh, my stars. Alright, let's put some of this. What sort of eyes are we putting? Like this. Ooh. Okay, but it doesn't have Zoe vibes. Do we need more forehead? I mean, in the context, both objects use bullet in one sense, I suppose. Where are you going? Where is this going? You're saying one is made, you have lied, the other is made from organic tissue. Wait, one's made of lead. Oh, what just said. Okay, conjoinment. You'd tell us about conjoinment. You to be dyslexic. Conjoinment is an analogy for sexual intercourse, said the author of the lore. He got inspired when he watched forbidden videos on the net. Dyslexic is a reference to the act of You've gone in the other direction for so long on that one that stating the complete fucking obvious. Actually, I'm about to die. It nearly killed me just now. Where are we? Where are we on this? Oh my gosh. Here's more of that eyeball. Let's put a little bit more of that in there. A little bit, I don't know, sparkle on. Fill in that entire thing. Is that the amount of eye that we want to have? It doesn't look like Zoe though. Yeah, okay. I think what we're missing is Zoe amounts of forehead. This has been a cool thing to do with the eyes, but how far Control Z can it take us? Not very much. They're saying these are fake news, genre. Don't fall for it. I don't know what I'm falling for, but I'm laughing all the way down. How about that? How about that? My God. There's Magdala saying, okay, that's enough innuendos. I had enough for today. You know what? Who needs a safe word when you can clearly say, hey, here I go, I'm tapping out. Alright, so what we want for this drawing is more forehead. Little bit of a 5 head. There we go. There's the identity of Zoe. It's in the forehead. I shouldn't have second guessed that part. It's very much in the forehead. I had it every day. That's what she said. I believed you. I sat here. I read your words and I believed you. Oh my God. You know what isn't enough innuendo? Innuendo from Queen Banger. There's something called Queen Banger? Where's the queens at, I guess? No, okay. Innuendo? Queen? Have I heard it? Have I not heard it? Huh. Is one of the best songs that Queen has to offer? Is not the one where he goes in a house and is dressing up. Okay. Well, naturally I can't quite listen to it on a stream. I don't know what the copyright situation for this one's gonna be. We played part of the Star Wars Halloween special. I don't know what kind of emails I'm gonna get when this thing when this thing ends. Okay, so Banger. I was a Banger once, then I became Ace. There's some battle going on the canvas. Let me know. There's angels. Oh my gosh, the angel stabs the demon. This is such a cute darn art style, by the way. I'm all preoccupying myself learning about hair. This is so very cute. And there's is this freaking Chowda? Is Chowda a demon? Oh my. Alright, what else do we like? What else do we want? What do we want and what do we like? A little bit of this. And okay, you're saying it's like a second Bohemian Rhapsody? Well, I suppose that is what I seek from songs by Queen. What can you belt out at the top of your lungs in the car. That's the essential Queen song sort of thing. Let's put it like this. And here we go. Alright. You never need layers when you're willing to paint over something for real. Paint right on over it, for real, for actual. What sort of eye shape can look like Zoe? Ba-ba-dum-bum. Maybe it's more about the face, the facial expression. I want to capture the essence of a Zoe. The cutest. The cutest, actually. There's. So they say, wait a second. The existence of demons in K-pop Demon Hunters implies the existence of Satan, Lucifer, which implies the existence of God, and the existence of Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is canon in K-pop Demon Hunters, and a secret ally of the main characters. I haven't watched it. Maybe that does happen. Well, I mean, Korea is one of the most Jesus Christian nations in Asia. I think they have a pretty high population. I don't think they beat out the Philippines number one. I don't think they beat out the Philippines, but there's a significant portion. However, of course, the impression that I get is more that it's, a traditional just sort of translation of what we would call demons. and it's just something that their lore had to begin with, And there's Gregory saying demons exist everywhere else. So there you go. Always watching. There's a Genu for everybody, one might say. Alright. So what can I do? The eyebrows are a little bit flat. Not so round. So unround those eyebrows, a little bit thin also. There was a post on Reddit that I saw being, I don't know, kind of surprised or feeling funny that all of the main characters of K-pop Demon Hunters are Gen Z. And I'm pretty sure the demographics of Reddit skew millennial, of course, but it's funny to see it like that. Mama, you're just saying, don't forget, guys, Jesus is inside all of us. You're gonna give us a yes in that way? Damn, okay. There's okay. Check with the eyes. Let's go like this. This is funny little musics. What part of the Night in the Woods game was this from? Miranda's house, huh? It's some of the good stuff. If I may say so. Myself. You're saying demons are a species created by God in his book, the Holy Bible. Okay, when you say created by and then also in his book, it really gives the impression of, I don't know, Tolkien, like demons are a species like orcs or hobbits. You're cracking me up here. Okay, here is all of this. And all of this. Is that what I want the eyeballs to look like? And then where does the essence of your face lie? Maybe with a smaller sort of a mouth? Kind of ooh. What's this? Okay, so like that. And there could be a little of the lips. but then the eyes are like shaped like happiness. Ooh, I'm seeing a detail that I'm missing, I think. Seeing a detail that I'm missing that makes up perhaps an essential element of the girl's face. Go for it, go for it, go for it. Okay. So here you go. I think the eye has to be a little bit rounder and droop a little bit more downward. There we go. Why? Okay, that came out as give us all some holy water, mate. I mean, our Lord. Why do I get the distinct feeling, Magdala, you were about to type something like master, or did you actually go Australian? Did you actually go kind of Australian on us? And mate is now a part of speech. Okay, what else do I want from here? You know, maybe this is the underlying thought as I'm sort of quietly contemplating bringing more people into my life and contemplating change and contemplating what it all means. So here's something that I was debating on whether to say. I mean, I was pretty sure I was going to attempt to make some kind of a YouTube story time about it. Because it's kind of funny to me. Anyway. I mean, all of my experiences in trying to socialize, I want to put to some kind of artistic expression or animation because, I don't know, I think that extremes beget entertainment, right? And I'm getting out of the house to try to be an independent person while my mom waits in the car for the first time at 25, and that's an extreme. So whatever happens to me is already a story. Kind of thinking of it like that. There's what are you continuing in this paragraph over here? You're saying God created the biggest piece of fiction ever, is still number one in followers since the ancient times. His book has been translated to the most languages. His characters are a part of the popular culture. I see you there. There's Magdala saying, I was gonna say master, yeah. But as you know, I have no grammar, yet I must write some Holy Bible AO3 steamy fanfic. You're going in a direction. Well, there's what he's saying. There's been some real wars fought in the name of the book. It's used in court. Many holidays have been created in its honor. You know, the way you started this paragraph, it's making me think that it would be really amusing if Lord of the Rings or something were also used in court. Can someone swear in on Lord of the Rings? Okay, maybe if it were like a first edition, maybe if the pages had like, I don't know, artistry on them, maybe if it were signed, then I feel like fewer people could dispute the value, because that's the kind of thing where if you were swearing in on one similarly to a Bible, that would be that would be subject to scrutiny. You would get completely scrot. Okay. Okay, things going on. The thing that I was going to say that I was thinking about putting into a YouTube video somehow in a proper edited fashion. I know all of this is a YouTube video right exactly now. I had like a month ago gained a friend solely to practice kissing and stuff. I mean, this is really funny to me. we met in a park and my mom was in the car the entire time. And so that was like not ideal for anyone, but it was still neat. And you know what? I think this is a nice friend. We didn't meet up again since then, but we like chatted about whatever. So I think, you know what? I think that's a true friend. And and even more of a true friend, since yesterday I got the message from this fellow being like, I start talking with someone to be actual relationship with, and you know what? That's a really sweet person. You can say nothing but congratulations. So this, I guess this informs my background thought processes about socialization and change, and how people shift. It's funny to think about for me, and I guess I'm gonna continue trying to put that into words in a way that doesn't make me stutter, because I don't know if it's like too soon to invite this friend and the person that the friend's trying to date, invite him out somewhere, because you should, like, I mean, that is within the realm of friends, right? But it feels like a thing that would also be too soon for, I don't know. It's a funny situation that makes me giggle to think about it, honestly. It does. There's Magdala saying, so there's the new Demon Slayer movie coming out today, 5 hours ago. For real and for actual. Demon Slayer movie, if I look it up. And then there's... Okay, what else are we saying? This is saying, as God died several centuries ago, his legacy continues. A pope is chosen to represent him. You can tell by the way the pope goes around, flying around, saying stuff like, I am God, I am your God. They earned so much more money with the books, donations, and merch. They bought a whole country. A small one, but but do not interact with people of its fandom, though. The Holy Bible fandom can be really toxic at times. There's Magdala saying, I think the country was a lot bigger, but reduced to its current size due to wars. You're hitting us with the drama, I swear. You're hitting us with the drama. Wow. Oh, the Demon Slayer movie. It really did drop actually today. Huh. Wait, okay. Do people really think that it's gonna be one of the top 10 highest grossing movies of the year? Huh. Is this a good time to catch up on Demon Slayer? Well, how fun. How fun. Now there's mentions of the lore. I've dropped some lore, but they're talking Bible lore. So it's unclear to me which lore can be referred to. We've got, what is this? Coming up on almost a quarter of an hour sort of left of this stream. Oh my, that timer said 22 minutes for a moment there. And you know what? This is a lovely chill sort of a time. There's the Lorem Ipsum Dolores et Amit Consect. I've seen that filler phrase around so many times, but I don't think I've tried to pronounce it beyond Lorem Ipsum because I feel like that's that says things of itself. Alright, so here we go. There's a little nose. I guess the unfinished question about my Lord Drop personally, the thing that I wonder. I guess with my friend, I just wonder how our friendship is going to change, because being kind of into each other was part of it, and this is my first time having such a social interaction, so it seems like change is going to be there because it's already there, but the amount of unknowns is truly baffling. That's like he's saying, Sheldon, what would you do if I spawn at your room door, and I say, hey, it's me, real life user subject. I'm in such a chill mood right now. I would kind of want to be like, what's up? I mean, I guess there is an offhanded chance that due to me always leaking my entire real life home address on the live streams 100% of the time. God, it's so bad. But due to doing that, there's a chance that you could contact my mom, who is also in the house, and then arrange some kind of surprise that would make it totally reasonable for you to already be in the house, and you would be hearing no end of it for the entire month or however long it took you to arrange that. You to show up at the door. Yeah, there I do see a possible set of actions that one could take to be let into the house, and then it's not actually weird whatsoever. Like arranged as a surprise with family or something like that. You're saying it's nice that you haven't been swatted, right? Right? It feels funny. It feels funny giving people, I don't know, introducing myself to people by my legal first name. It's just a first name is what I thought when I was growing up and stuff, but no, the unique spelling means that your entire address is on display. So I haven't been sure how to introduce myself to people on these apps also, right? I haven't been using the full name like just on the profile, but nevertheless, oh my gosh, whoa, hello Kai, hello at this hour of this day, hello, it's good to see you, what's new, what's happening? There's Magdella, saying to use a Caesar cipher. Oh sure, yeah. Did you remember what I said about Caesar ciphers? It's simple for me, right? You wouldn't go hard on me, right? Okay, I think that's enough. I think that's enough things to decode one Caesar cipher. Let's do that really quick. But hello, what's new with you, Kai? I was talking about friends with benefits, but the benefits were practicing kissing, which is a smaller benefit than people usually think about when they think about a friends with benefits, but is still one of them, I guess. There's shift 3 is for the code. Whoa, okay, wait, 3 of them. This guy saying I missed Chardonnay review. honestly, okay, once I once I get my business out of that first stream where I put the stuff on that I had to unlist, that's gotta go up as well. You're saying yes, Shadow is called Tijuana. It's freaking true. It's freaking true. My name all along, Tijuana. And if you Google it, there's no place in Mexico that is that. There's only me. There's just me. This Magdala saying, I would never go hard on you. Luckily, on the other hand, I have 2 codes. Decode them all. Aw, you used 2 codes on me? I can kind of see that now. Alright, shift 3. And I took a little picture. This can be the rest of the stream, sure. I used to write this stuff out by hand. I told you my lore about this in particular, right? God, this art style is so cute. Are they having forbidden love? That is so cute. That is so very cute. There's a draw them in your art style kind of a thing. Also very cute. I will go over here for now. You're saying I'm called Sweet Potato? Oh, lovely. Okay, you're saying this is too much effort for a silly bit, I swear. I'm fond of Caesar ciphers, honestly. Partially because I used to do those. I wrote a journal in a Caesar cipher for a couple of years. That's my other lore. And you can still kind of see the effects in my handwriting if you were to see my handwriting all at once. Alright, here is splitting something into halves. I want 13 of these. We have 4. Now there's 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we can have a little bit like this. Go over to the side. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That should be enough for the alphabet. And then there's somebody saying, I might be the only one that knows Jabro's real name by accident. But imagine if somebody else had that accident, but I'm not a bad person. I won't kidnap you yet. I think I said that on a first date once. In all of this whirlwind of socializing. But to be fair, the other person said something equally alarming. And then there's the emphasis is on yet here. This guy saying, I put $3 into the Bitcoin in 2021. It's turned into $300. Now I'm $300 richer. That's richness. Richness is also happening to my buddy, my friend, my dearly beloved. My girlfriend was part of a case against one of the tech companies, I guess, and gets a little payout, so that's nice. There's saying, why does somebody get special privileges? Oh, with the name? Oh, well, it was by accident. But Kai, you may know the city I live in. Why not? I mean, it's linked to the name, so I guess that's like really similar. But yeah, sure. There's privileges to go around. All right, so Magdala is having 2 codes, and we have less than 10 minutes, and 3 of them. Okay, well, my first guess is A for D. Just kind of looking at it. I forget how... Okay, I drew the entire little grid, but I forget how it lines up. Was the type of thing that I did as a kid not a Caesar cipher, if I'm forgetting how it goes? Caesar cipher. What? Okay, back when Magma was called Aggie and had public URLs, I had an ARG where you had to find letters and enter them into a URL. Good times. What? Okay, that's fun. That is quite fun. Okay, these were my amazing messages. You can do it. And I'm here, I swear. Okay, I'm looking up how the cipher works. To encrypt, you shift letters forward by a secret shift number. A becomes D if the shift is 3. And to decrypt, you shift them backwards the same amount. Okay. So A being D for the second one is we're pretty onto it so far. Thank you, Bill Cipher. Honestly, if I'm absorbed in this enough, then perhaps we shall be here a moment longer because I don't like puzzles in general, but I can get with this. Bum ba-dum bum bum. This guy saying, I know you're in the West Coast. Now it's time to do a guessing game. Okay, wait, is it time to do a guessing game? Is it time to do? I was just gonna, I don't know, message you like deals and things. Just in case you ever found yourself nearby. Message you like deals and things. It's like he's saying, I'm waiting for you to become famous so the ransom will be way bigger. Oh, that's so scary. That's so scary. Well, my, I hope you're never on hard times. Well, a little bit of a thing in there. And D, C, F, G. Is it best done with the entire wheel? What I'm looking at here. Cause I put 26 letters all together. Dude, this might be best done with the entire wheel. Sheesh. Alright, well, at this rate, it's better not to draw it out. And it's better to look at a little Caesar cipher type of a thing. So what else do I have? There's Kai asking, what's the weather over there? Well, not raining anymore. We could say. There's Magdala saying, I would love you to get famous, but I like the channel and stream small as well. I mean, we had a surge over the summer, as all YouTube channels tend to do, with, I guess, I don't know, all the people being let out of their schooling and things. Okay, wait, 13 is not enough. So there's an encode and there's a decode. And what we want is a 3 for this one. And what's the plain text or the cipher text? If Shadow becomes famous, we will pass to being named Chat. Oh my. Well, it's French for cat. Do you not want to be a cat or do you not want to be French? I mean, either of these is a valid reason. Okay, and can I in fact do things? We have a L and a Z. Sure. But let's do the other one first because I'm pretty sure of it. And then that's like a I and a U and a L and a H and a Q and a G with a RI. Cool. And then some other bits that you cannot begin to do. Wait, I've done the second part beforehand. I've done as a friend, of course, beforehand. Let's check that out. Let's check that out. Now here's the real way to get around YouTube censorship. Because truly, I've tried to mark some things as being completely okay to type in. You had typed I would suck deep, not gonna lie, as a friend, of course. Okay. Topical, the friends, the benefit. Oh my god, okay. As a yeah, of course, sure, it makes sense. There's Magdella saying, if we donate enough, will you stay a small creator? I'm not ready for a big audience. I have so many ideas to have a big, cool YouTube channel, but honestly, I wonder sometimes if all of my ideas are now like outdated and stuff. And there was a time where if I could have focused, I would have been I would have had a big cool YouTube channel. Maybe even 100,000 subscribers. Big and cool like that. But I don't know. Perhaps I am out of touch with the version of myself that started all of this and had those ideas. It's the process of creation. It has many risks, I suppose. Slightly saying for legal reasons. I'm just joking, by the way. I only use this info to go there on foot. I'm already in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. I'll be there in a couple of years. Do you think that if you had super speed and you could still get tired, but you could go for like an amount of sprints, if you had super speed, would you try to run across the water? Or would it be too scary to think that if you got tired, you could sink? I had this question locked and loaded, ready to go, apparently. I was just sort of on this. Am I at some chance at 90 degrees Fahrenheit? Oh, I mean, it says 89 right now, but you know what's up. You do know what's up. So you're going to pay bots to make me famous. Don't say that. You're saying millions of views and you stream 10 comments, the same amount of live viewers. You know what? That's damn funny. That's damn. Have I seen a live stream that got 1 million or more before? I must have. Or is that just live premieres? And there's Kai saying, have you seen that short animation someone did of Rumi and Gina's palace? Wait. I read that as palace, but you're saying place. Palace would have been cool, but I'm assuming the Sasha Boys put all of their money back into promotion, probably. So probably not a palace, probably a place. There's Magdala saying, you can look at it. I made it really obvious though. I've written some clues on the canvas. Oh my. Give me the Dominic. Wait, conversion. Okay, so it was like A to D. I wasn't sure how to write it out, so I did in fact go for the little helper thingy, and I got your message like this. I mean, you still have to plug in what you think is the answer, in which case But okay, yes we got it. We do got it. Okay, which part of the canvas am I on now? Am I on blurred? There's Kai saying gotta share peak. Okay, yes, this is beautiful. Let's share peak. There's Gregory saying, if you had super speed, would everything just be slowed down all the time? Right, that's really frightening. Like Red Rush from Invincible, the way he described it, just being unable to be fully present in a conversation. I mean, for speedsters, it's amazing that they don't age quicker too. Although, I wonder if someone like that would have the best possible relationship with somebody whose work doesn't allow them a lot of time to like get out and be with people, because then that person could, the speedster specifically, could. Whoa, dude, wait, fully 3D animated? Wait. Okay, let's get the last couple of notes of this because I love it. Dun, 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 dun. And, okay, wait, do I want some... Whoa. Okay, wait. Let's put let's put some resolution on this one. I had it regular style, so that none of my stuff for music would was. But let's see it. Hello, Grandma. Hello, all of the demons.
There once was a mighty demon king. Stop me if you've heard this one before. He was in total control.
Okay, Slay though. Okay, Slay though.
When he roared. But then some hunters sang some songs.
What?
Is starve. And the souls, and his flame grows cold. Just a whisper in the dark.
Rumi would rock this. Ooh. Okay. It's so funny to me because I already see her as a pop star. Ah.
I'm not here to mock you. I'm here to help you.
Ah.
It's time for
Okay,
us to
demon
let
versions.
the hunters where they least expect it. Go after the very thing that powers them.
Ah.
The fans.
Oh my gosh, okay, that's perfect. Wait, what? What in the world? I feel like in some ways if the original movie were that, then it would play into a lot of typical tropes about female villains, but the fact that the original movie is not that, it makes the fan creations of these tastier. It makes them tastier. What can I say? There's Magdala saying, Rumi could shiver me timbers and I would enjoy it. Oh my god. Wait, are you falling down right now? Don't be doing this. It's saying Red Rush lasted one episode. He died too fast. Spoiler alert. Well, he was the fastest at dying as well, wasn't he? The fastest at dying. You're saying, why is my hard drive feeling so fast? Okay, before I embarrass myself, I want to look something up. The hard drive is storage. The hard drive is in fact storage. I actually, I had to download Microsoft Project for my homework that's due today. I did that yesterday. And I had to date everything off of my computer. I mean, it's for now, and there's other solutions that I can undertake, but that was, I didn't realize how full it got in here, honestly. Humming along with the musics. There's non-binary villains, numerous birches like the tree. Okay, get suspicious on me. What is this? What is this looking at us? Oh my gosh. There's Kai saying it makes it so much better. Now the sequel gotta have some female villains just because. Ooh. You can sell me on it completely. You can sell me on it. From watching that animation, I do consider my shivers to be timbered. Alright, well this has been 2 hours of mostly chatting, having a great time chatting, I will say. Enjoying other people's arts. Look at this squishy looking little demon. Look at this little thing. This is some good stuff right here. There's Zuzi saying, I had over 7 gigabytes free left earlier today. Now I have less than half a gigabyte. I'm running out of space. Wait, did you not do anything? Because it doesn't seem right. If you didn't actually do anything. Saying it's been 10 minutes, not 2 hours. There's still stream left. I don't know if you caught this earlier, but my homework is due today. Whose fault is that? Mine. But if I finish it all, then I can go outside with with my buddies from the board game night that I went to the other. It's like monthly on a Wednesday. Alright, what could we do to put a good ghost in here? I don't know if they are my buddies yet, because one of them is the person that I tried to, that was, I don't know, almost in a polycule with me and my girlfriend, but I don't think we have any interest in each other's interests. I don't think we have the slightest amount of interest in each other's interests, except for like a little bit of the shared interest in my girlfriend. And so, I mean, I want to ask what's going on with all of that, and like that would be the easiest thing to resolve any confusion, would be to communicate. But I don't know. I'm having an alright time being confused. It's honestly fine. And then you're saying study with me stream is still an option, you know? My first name is on so much of my schoolwork stuff, honestly. All the stuff that I'm signed into, it pops up more than ever in school associated programs and such. I could point a camera just at me. Do one of them vertical streams. I don't think my surroundings are aesthetic enough for that, but but yeah, I mean, I suppose there's options. Now I want to make this fellow pretty round. You're going for the study with your stream? I mean, I have wondered, honestly. I have wondered if it would help me focus. I don't think it would help me focus today, because today I have to really crap one out. And perhaps the process of this is too horrifying to consider. But other than that, I should get, I don't know, more regular about stuff. One thing I want to do, I kind of want to read the entire full text of my book. Okay, that one might be, that one might be an unlisted stream, but I kind of want to read the entire full text of my book, perhaps. And this would help me focus on reading the entire full text of my book, because it takes like 2 hours to get through a chapter. And what is a stream length? It's 2 hours, so yeah, you would see me streaming more often if I were doing such a thing. The stream would probably be unlisted for fear reasons. But yeah, you'd be seeing more of me. I don't know. I guess I'd put the link to an unlisted stream in the Discord. Just saying, but you don't have to stream your screen. You have to what? I said I have to crap out an assignment today. In fact, I haven't started on it whatsoever. And there's how many hours left? I think there's 8 hours left to do it. It shouldn't take 8 hours. I don't predict that it will take 8 hours. But it would be better if I didn't. If I didn't, you know, put myself through studying in such a fashion, in such a manner, as they say. Alright, here's a little bit of a shading on a ghost. Let's go a little bit, I don't know, yellowy. Nope. A little bit yellowy and bright. And like this. Okay, yeah. No. Brighter. Okay. A little of the opacity on you, a little more of the size on you, because what I wanted to do was put some funky shading on you, put some lighting on you. Maybe? Do we want it on another layer? Because these ghosts, they look so solid, you know? There's Aisha Love saying, "You're still streaming. I've returned from the club." What sequence of events led to being at the blurb where we all fam. I could have resisted the urge to say it. I could have resisted the urge to say it. What secrets you just invited out? You just celebrating or something? I mean, I suppose it is the most common birthday month right now. That would be cause for celebration. All right, let's put a little bit of gumminess around here. Now the first shine is fine. The assignment, I thought you were holding huge shit. Yeah, and I said it in the most normal way possible, didn't I? As I should love saying, I just like going out. Absolutely perfect. Streams are not now 24 hours long, unless I do in fact choose to do the entire reading a thing, in which case I could be here a bit longer. You went to a karaoke bar. That's lovely. I would love to go to a karaoke bar sometime. I've been misrepresenting myself on the internet. I've been saying things like my favorite karaoke song is Your Idol from K-Pop Demon Hunters. I've never been to karaoke. I just thought that would be fun to belt out in the car perhaps. And this is a misrepresentation of me. There's Magdala saying I would watch a homework stream where I also do homework while I also stream it. and then it's like, what, the streams cross like Ghostbusters? Well, this sounds most excellent, dare I say. I did, in fact, want to attempt some fun sort of a shading. What sort of eyes do the Pac-Man ghosts have? Does it go like this? I forget what kind of eyes the Pac-Man ghosts have. Like for Pac-Man, any sort of triangle adaptation makes sense, but the ghosts are rounder overall. There's I should love saying, I'm a party girl and a giant flippin' nerd, as well as an artist. I contain multitudes. That's wonderful. My goodness. I don't know what it's like to be going out and things, but my childhood best friend has moved back into this town where we are now, and now we can interact more, and maybe I will discover if I like going out also. Do you recommend things? Do you recommend things I should love? What a wonderful world this is. So here is a ghost, but what sort of details are here? You know, an attempt at shading was had. You like to go out, like, on purpose, like out of the house where there's other people, where people is, where outside? Oh, I love a little flabbergasted bit of text. Alright, this has been a lovely extra portion of the stream. I do declare that I shall get going. The homework and necessity of finishing such things to be able to leave the house on a Saturday, it's not over yet, so let's get on to it, I suppose. You're freaking out about touching the grass. You're saying hi to a red Napster book? Oh my. Alright, let's get on out. There's some high quality ghosts around here. Oh my, are some blue ghosts happening? Oh, some edible, snackable ghosts? There's actually, I was saying, I really just don't give a shit what other strangers think of me, so I just love dancing and singing. The last time I encountered a street performer band sort of thing, sort of setting up their brass instruments and stuff by a crowd of onlookers, I did decide to get completely crunk with it or something. So perhaps we are kindred spirits, I shall love. Perhaps. I love to know about these experiences. Thank you for sharing this perspective. And away we go. I shall see you on Monday, I believe. Yeah. I'll see you on Monday, because I don't think that the Wednesday, Friday is gonna work, but I'll announce this as well. Pull the lever shut off. Here we go.